Hi everyone, my name is Cherry. Today I'm going to talk about the current education issue, which is NAPLAN. In today's presentation, I will talk about the benefits and risks of NAPLAN. I will use a range of literacy to analyze why NAPLAN is an education issue in relation to the policy. I will outline my own proposal and try to advocate a new approach and guidelines to deal with this issue in relation to democracy, citizenship, and ethics. NAPLAN is a national assessment program that focuses on literacy and numeracy, and is designed for all students in year 3, 5, 7, and 9. It tests students' ability in 3 areas of literacy: reading, writing, and language convention, and numeracy. Schools in all states and territories have administered NAPLAN in May every year since 2008. There are some benefits for NAPLAN. NAPLAN provides an opportunity for students to demonstrate what they have learned and their academic performance in the school. NAPLAN gives teachers access to students' results for each question. Teachers can use to develop appropriate intervention strategy to improve outcomes. NAPLAN provides detailed reports for parents on the literacy and numeracy skills of children. Government can use the result to collect the data. However, there are many risks of NAPLAN. NAPLAN have a negative impact on learning through a narrow focus. For example, teachers focus too much on teaching students how to get good marks in NAPLAN rather than promoting effective learning. Teachers may lack of teaching real-life experience in class. Secondly, it can increase stress, pressure, and anxiety of students, and they may lose confidence. This has negative impacts on their emotional development and well-being. Thirdly, parents pay too much attention to the NAPLAN results and try to force children to get higher marks. Parents ignore other areas to improve children's learning in the future. Lastly, family may send children to tutoring for NAPLAN in the weekend. Children might reduce the time in outdoors areas and have negative influence on the development of children. Lastly, students who come from different cultural backgrounds are disadvantaged in the test, such as not familiar with the English content, test strategy, and test techniques, lack of understanding of English skills. Next, I'm going to talk about the current education policy. The policy that investigates NAPLAN is one of the labor policies designed to improve both the equity and excellence in the Australian school system. The policy investigates the raising the quality of teaching in our school and improving transparency and accountability of schools and school system. Although NAPLAN promote accountability and transparency and measure the basic skills that should be taught, there are issues in relation to democracy, citizenship, and ethics. In relation to citizenship, NAPLAN does not teach children how to become active and involved citizens with good values. It did not give them the skills to contribute positively to society. The concept of citizenship is not widely reflected in the education policy of early childhood. In relation to democracy, it is hard for school to consider the question about democracy and justice. In relation to ethics, teachers lack of quality teachings and no intentional teaching. In the process of teaching, teachers pay more attention to the contents of NAPLAN and ignore the other important aspects of the curriculum. The professional values of teachers did not meet, so this is not ethical. In order to address the issue, there is an alternative education possibility and innovative perspective in practice. Firstly, teachers can not only focus on literacy and numeracy, but also focus on STEM. STEM is an approach to learning and development that integrates the areas of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. There are benefits of using STEM approach in classroom settings. It can develop a range of important life and learning skills such as problem solving, creativity, critical analysis, and teamwork skills. NAPLAN can use STEM approach to further assess students' ability by a holistic approach rather than the narrow approach. For the alternative guidelines, teachers can use early years learning framework. Next, based on the above issue, I will discuss my own proposal and how to make a better future for children in the educational system. Firstly, NAPLAN needs to assess not only on literacy and numeracy, but also assess on critical thinking skills, teamwork skills, problem-solving skills, and decision-making skills. Secondly, NAPLAN can be optional for students who come from low socioeconomic background, different cultural background, person with disability, and indigenous background. This can allow one of the ethical principles, which is justice. This means that we need to think about different cultures and religions, beliefs of people. In some situations, it is difficult for people who come from different cultural backgrounds who nearly move to Australia to take the NAPLAN test because they are not familiar with the test strategies and new formats of tests. In this way, this can follow the ethical principles of beneficence. It can have positive contribution to their well-being. Thirdly, teachers can have professional training about how to deliver international teaching in the classroom. For example, teachers can promote play-based learning, which can help children feel supported in the environment and reduce the feelings of stress. Teachers can create meaningful activities such as role-play activity. They can stimulate their imagination and have interaction with peers. Additionally, teachers can involve children to participate in democratic process such as voting someone for class leaders. This is benefit for them because they can try to become active and informed citizens. In conclusion, the current education issue of NAPLAN reflect the current policy in relation of democracy, citizenship, and ethics. There are both benefits and risks of NAPLAN tests. I also create my own proposal to address the issue in relation to democracy, citizenship, and ethics. And this is my reference list. Thank you for listening.